Hi, it's Elka from Hair Art Academy TV. Welcome. I have Marion Shaw, salon consultant and coach. And today, Marion, I want to talk to you about retailing because I know that stylists feel like they're pushing products on clients. And I don't think in all the years I've done hair, I've ever felt I've pushed anything on anybody because I really believe in what I'm doing. You know, if I'm doing highlights, I'm going to use the product that's going to work on them. I don't want them to go home and use something that's not going to work. They love the way I finish their hair. Well, they can't finish it unless they take it home with them.
Exactly.
You know, if I'm using liquid gel on their hair, they're going to have to use liquid gel to get that look.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to convince stylists, though, that that's really important. It's like a prescription. You know, you take it from your doctor, but you wouldn't.
Exactly. It's all about the selling thing. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'm on a lot of websites and social networking, etc., and a lot of salon groups. And the number one question or the number one discussion that's going on all the time is, you know, how can I get my stylist to retail? You know, they won't sell shampoo, they won't do this, they won't do this. What's interesting is one of the first questions I ask a stylist is, how many of you came into this industry because you wanted to sell a bottle of shampoo? Not one single person will put their hand up. And they kind of equate selling with being pushy.
They seem to equate it with not having integrity.
Yeah.
If you do it with integrity, you're doing it because it's something someone needs, right?
It's got to be part of the service. Mm-hmm. You can't wait until the end of the service and say, by the way, this is what you need to buy this. Mm-hmm. It's all about working with your client. It's about being a trainer for them. It's about educating them. And if, as you're working with them, as you're working through the service with them, every time you put a product on their hair, you tell them why you're using it, what it does, and get them involved with it. That's the big thing. Show them what to do with it. You know, where do you put it? Does it go in the roots? Does it go in the mid-shaft? Does it go at the ends? Do you scrunch it? Do you put it in wet? Do you put it in dry?
Sure, train them
what
how to
do you
use
do
hot
with
rollers.
it?
Train them how to use the blow dryer.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and it's not just the product. Mm-hmm. It's the tools that go with it. It's the brushes. It's, you know, how do you get your fingers in there? How dry does your hair have to be before you start working on it with a brush and putting product in? If you can do that through the service, throughout the whole service, and literally show your clients how to put that style together tomorrow morning. Because during the service, the most important thing to the client is the finish. Like,
well, the end result, we all want to walk out looking like a movie star.
They don't care about the haircut, to a point. They don't care whether it's technically perfect. But what they do care about is when you pick up that blow dryer, because that's what they have to do tomorrow morning. Exactly.
Yeah.
Your goal as a stylist should be, when you ask your client after their service, you know, how do you feel about your hair now? Do you love it? Are you comfortable that you can make it look like this tomorrow morning? That's a very leading question. And if they are comfortable with it, then they know, and you've talked to them about products, they know what they need to have at home. They know that they need this stuff. If it takes you 5 products to put the hair together, they need those 5 products.
So what you want to give them at the end of the session is a beautiful look.
Exactly.
Make them feel like $1 million.
Exactly.
And you've taught them something, and they go home with a lot of knowledge.
Exactly.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah. One of the big challenges is, for a lot of people, is closing the sale. And it's amazing how many professional salespeople, they'll do a great product presentation, but they can't close a sale. And I always teach stylists to use an open-ended question. If you've done your job, if you've shown your client what they need, what products you've used, how they need to work with them at home, then when you've finished your service, all you need to do is put those products in front of the client again and ask a very simple question. What would you like to take with you today?
Well, everybody's a consumer. I certainly am. Mm-hmm. And if you don't give me the product in the salon, I'm going to go find one somewhere else.
Exactly.
So it better be you, because you know exactly what's working.
Yeah. I don't know if this happens to you, but I find if I'm at a party and I start talking with someone, and as soon as they know I'm involved with hair, it's like, oh, what would you do with my hair? And they start talking hair. And when you start talking to them about hair and educating them, they go, wow, that's awesome. How come my stylist never said that to me? And how many people do I talk to who will say, you know what? My stylist never recommended anything to me. I've never ever been asked to buy a product when I'm in a salon. You have to ask. That's what it comes down to. You don't ask, you don't get.
So stylists, take note. Your customers want to buy the product. I'm a consumer of all time. I want to buy a product. Sell me something, because I love taking home the cream that's going to take 20 years off, and I want my hair to look like $1,000,000. So it is not a bad thing to sell. It's actually doing your client a favor.
Exactly.
Thanks, Marion.
You're welcome.